It's a beautiful summer day in the middle of winter here in Texas, and I just got a brand new grill. This is the Dakota offset smoker from the good folks over at Char-Griller. We're gonna bust this thing wide open and see what it's all about. All right, y'all, so I just got the box. And again, this is the Dakota to offset 625 square inches of cooking space. So you can see that's what it's gonna look like once we get it all put together. But what's interesting to me is all these features. You got expanded metal grates, nice thick steel, and they give you a charcoal basket, which you don't find too much on a entry-level smoker like this. And also some nice heavy-duty wheels, and of course the side box is included. So let's bust this box open. We'll pull everything out, get it assembled. It's packaged up really nice. I'm gonna get everything out, find the instructions, we'll lay everything out, and we'll start turning screws. I had to move my camera to the shade. Sun was overheating it, so yeah, it's middle of February, but it's still pretty doggone hot here in Texas. So again, these features on here are really, really nice. So I'll get the rest of the stuff packed up and we'll start turning some screws. That is a hefty, hefty wheel. I mean, that is solid and heavy. I can tell you right now, I'm looking at this, even the thermometer. And thermometers that come in these, I usually will replace or ignore, but everything I pulled out of here has been heavy duty. Definitely well above what I'm used to at this price point. I won't get into prices because these videos tend to live on for a long time. But I would say that this is high entry level, and at that price point, this thing is heavy duty, man. I have to say that, because like I say, it had some weight to it, and just pulling this wheel out of here, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Wheels are on, legs are on. Get this thing upright. All right, so things should go a lot more smoothly from this point because we're not on the ground. And again, it's so uneven when this thing is upside down. So I think the majority of stuff is done. It's just, oh no, we got to do that firebox. Got to do that firebox. I'm guessing that's next, but let's see. So this is one of those tricky ones where having a helping hand definitely will come in hand. It's just such a odd thing to do because you have to install the smokestack from the inside out, and you got gravity working against you. If you could just have someone to help you hold that smokestack in place, make your life a lot easier. But again, it can be done by yourself. It's just not recommended. These are really nice. I like these expanded metal grates. These are sticky, but they're coated in oil from the factory to prevent rusting. So all that'll be turned off when we burn this thing off. Nice. Just got a few more things to adjust and attach, and we'll be done. This is the charcoal basket. This is the last step. And I'm gonna wheel it over to its home, and we're gonna check this thing out. All right, we got it all assembled. Let's take a look. Paint looks really great. We're gonna start over here at the firebox. So firebox is nice and big, and again we got that charcoal basket that they included in there. Sits right on that grate, so you get good airflow, and all your ashes will drop to the bottom of that pan. That front rack, that folding shelf is pretty beefy, and that bottom shelf is beefy also. And those are those big old heavy wheels we were talking about. Again, this is much heavier steel than what I'm used to. I'm a smoking champ. Those expanded metal grates, really, really nice touch. They come out of there easy. Great, easy way to clean them. Thermometer was nicer than I'm used to. Got a nice smokestack with a easy baffle to move around. Those little knobs are great for hanging things, brushes, stuff like that. Got a nice beefy handle to cart that thing around. And again, that bottom shelf is pretty sturdy. You can store a lot of wood or anything else you want on there. And again, this thing is heavy duty, man. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. All right, I had to step away from the grill because where it's at, there's a bunch of noise going on. So here's my take on it. My initial take on that Dakota is much beefier than my Smoking Champ, which is made by Char-Griller. I actually have two Smoking Champs, and I really enjoy cooking on them. But this thing is, compared to the Smoking Champ, this thing is a tank. The steel is much thicker. Big, heavy steel wheels. Handle is beefier. The shelf seems to be beefier. I like all of that stuff. I didn't measure the firebox, but it looks a lot bigger to me. Maybe it's just because it's new, but it looks like it's bigger to me than, let me see. It might be, I'm not sure. But anyway, it looks good. I liked it. They included a charcoal basket. That's cool. Especially on a high entry level offset like this. A charcoal basket can help you with controlling your heat, managing your fire, stuff like that. So that's a plus. I like the expanded metal grates. Again, I haven't seen that at this level. And that's something that's really cool. The smokestack is nice and heavy. Again, this is just a serious upgrade, and for just a little more money, I think the Dakota is going to be hard to beat. But on the next video, I'm going to get this thing burned in. There is a lot of oil on that from the factory, which is a good thing because it's protecting the parts. Nothing was rusted, not a speck of rust. But you are going to need to burn all that stuff off. So I'm actually going to burn it off, and then I'll season. That's typically the way I do it. Because I want to get all that oil and wax and stuff off from the factory. So on the next video, that's what we'll do. But for now, I'm liking the Dakota. And again, shout out to the cool people over at Char-Griller. I appreciate y'all sending this my way. And we'll get it burned in, and we'll do some cooks, and we'll see what this thing does. And until then, I'll catch y'all on the next one.